Michael, go and jump in front of a truck right now. Now, go and drop in front of, jump from where you are and break your head and smash it. You're my stress. You're my problem. Go and do that now. Don't do it tomorrow. I want to hear it. Think I'll
So how many interviews?
Hello, my people. I would like to welcome you to Didi Reacts, where we talk about trending issues. We do news analysis, we do news commentaries, and then we weigh into trending issues. And this is a very dear one to me. Why? Because the person in question, the person of Emeka Ike, is somebody that is known. All right. Uh, Emeka Ike, I don't have a personal relationship with him, but at some point he was a senior colleague. And if there are certain things I know about him as a person, all right? There are certain things I know about him. If you want to know people, when they talk to you, you can. My few encounters with him, I knew the kind of words he said to me. I knew the kind of person he is. He's a down to earth individual, very down to earth. Emeka has every right. He's made, all right. Nollywood made him, and he's also a very industrious, hardworking businessman. And but he's somebody who still relates with people, no matter how relates with the street, relates with any kind of person at all. Emeka is someone that could get to the village and go and visit an old woman, probably everybody is saying could be a witch or whatever, and sit with a woman in his kitchen and help him to pound, what do you call it? Pound whatever he's pounding to make a local soup, and then eat big fish and all. That's the kind of person he is. A very straight forward person. And yes, I can tell you this, he's a very straightforward person. He's not the kind of person that will want to. He doesn't want a lot of drama. But there's something I know about him. He's a go-getter. When he's out to get something, he's out to get something. Okay? So this is what I know about him. I'm not talking about many of you who have not even seen him. I'm not saying I have a relationship with him, but I have encountered him a couple of times. All right? We've been on set like one or two, three times, and I had a very brief interaction with him. In fact, he came to me. All right? You can imagine, I should be the one actually seeking to get to him, but he came to me after a scene and he spoke to me, and I knew what he said. Okay? I knew what he said. All right? And he is this person that wants to give you a chance. That wants to. You need to know. If you want to know a person, when people are saying quite a lot of things about a human, an individual, especially people who don't even know who he is, okay? At least from my experience, I can tell you, Emeka is somebody who is humane. All right, is humane. Although he's not somebody you can easily ride over. Okay, but he's humane. He has a good heart, and this is what I can tell you. So, this incident of Emeka Ike and the wife dragging is a recent incident. The question is, who started this? So I will give you what I think is happening here right now. Okay? I know when this whole close about almost about 10 years ago, that this family, there was a break, the family broke apart. Emeka did everything to get this family work. All right? Some of the claims, he met pastors, he did a lot of things, he did exploited every means to make sure that the marriage works. Okay, I think I read some articles. People are saying that this woman never said anything, has never. That's not true. When this whole thing was happening, all right, The woman was also coming up with his narratives, or some people were speaking, all right, on his own, on her behalf. So coming up to say that this is her first interview, or this is her first reaction to the whole thing, I don't know relative to what time is it talking about. Is it saying recently? I mean, it's talking about what has happened. Because if I cast my mind back, I remember some things were coming up from Emeka Ike. Emeka Ike was at the point even cried, calling out that this woman is about. From all Emeka Ike was saying within the period, he never wanted the marriage to end. And look at him. I listened to his interview. He said right in the court he knelt down. That he wasn't the only one who was kneeling down. Other people that came with him knelt down. Even the family of the woman knelt down. And this particular thing have not been refuted, apart from the fact that the woman is coming up in an interview to say it never happened. All right? To say it never happened. Using the son, okay? So this is what I think is going on. Emeka had moved on. This incident happened like 10 years ago, all right? Emeka had moved on with his life. Right now in Germany, that incident made him lose his school, St. Nicholas College. Made him lose a lot of things, because he trained this. He met this woman as a young. And I can relate to a lot of things Emeka is saying. For God's sake, I could relate with these things he's saying. Okay, there are certain things I know about him. Okay, that if you tell me that he did this, I can tell you, yes. He met this woman as a young lady, a young girl, aspiring to be a model, but hasn't finished his, maybe just came out of secondary school. You know how these young girls want to, I want to act. That's how when he met this girl. And he didn't stop at that. Trained the girl through school, helped her with her jam, trained her up to master's level. She got a master's degree, okay? And then this woman is coming out right now to say, Emeka didn't allow me to work, okay? I want you to listen to what she said that Emeka, go observe this particular interview that the picture is here, all right? Now, she said that she had this aspiration to become an actress, okay, and that she was even a model at that point. Emeka met her and said, I can't be an actor and you also become an actress. I could relate with that. Most actors will not want their wives to be, especially someone they love. We've seen a case where people fell in love with actresses and pulled them out of that job. Somebody like Liz Benson, when the bishop that married her, he pulled her out of it. There are quite a lot of people who dropped acting today because they got married. Okay? And this is Emeka meeting this young girl, believing that this girl needs some direction. Okay? That he's saying to her, we can't be on the same, doing the same acting. That the tabloid can come after us, talking about me and also talking about you. And this won't be healthy for our relationship. This won't be healthy for our marriage. I want you to understand that. All right? And please, I don't know who wants to fault what he said. Okay? Because the truth is that Emeka is in love with her. All right? I don't know how many men that will be in love with a little girl. You want to send her, because he said Emeka told her that he has the intention to marry her, which he went ahead to marry her after all that. Now, yes, she's trying to make it look like a case that Emeka didn't want her to marry, didn't want her to pursue her aspiration. Listen to what she said. They want her to pursue her aspiration, or as an actress, as a model. That at some point she even got a modeling job that Emeka stopped her from going for. I don't know how many Nigerian men will want their wives to be a model with what we know today. And Emeka is the one who is in this industry, entertainment industry. He knows quite very well what is obtainable in the entertainment industry. And she's trying to make it a case, okay, that he didn't want me to pursue my dream. But this man trained you to master's level, and then made you a signatory to his business account, which you took advantage of, and then put you in charge of St. Nicholas College, which is his school. All right? And you said he didn't allow you to work. Meanwhile, you are put in charge of that school. All right? I want you to understand where this thing is coming from. The way this woman is sounding and the way her orientation is coming from. All right? This looks as a little girl with a peak. You know, brush and finish. Her eye can't tear. Do you understand? And she now wants to express herself. All right? So I don't really know where the problem started. Okay? I don't really know where the problem started. But I knew that when that problem started, the children were still very young. This is almost close to 10 years ago. Michael, who is being used by her mother right now to grant an interview, Michael in this interview is calling the father this guy, and saying all sort of imprinted things about her father, about his father. All right? And everybody thought, this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Maybe because the woman, there's a natural empathy for the woman. All right? Emeka said that this woman grounded his school. If at the day he was on a flight to America, if there was a fight, I picked what he said. That if there was a fight, how could the woman send a Prado to take him to the airport to board a flight to America? He's got 2 jobs to do in America. One is a directing job and one is an acting job. All right? And then while he was on air already, the woman called and grounded, called everybody and said, this school ends today. You can return back to your houses or look for another school. And that was how the school, everything that he tried to salvage the school, to get the school back and running, he couldn't do. All right? And this woman is coming out to say he didn't allow him to work. All right? Now, after many years now, Emeka took time. Every one of us know about this. I think it was there about the same time. Because I remember this period when Emeka was saying, I want to quit acting. I want to quit acting. Okay? Maybe this is when some of the problem, he was already sensing problems like this. All right? I want to allow the young ones to come up. I had him from him directly. Okay? So, maybe I'm trying to put up, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to calculate a lot of things that actually happened. Maybe this is when some of these issues in the family is coming up. All right? Now, eventually, the height of it was the Emeka pulled out of the movie industry. And then for over how many years right now, his comeback was Malaika. Go watch him in Malaika. Malaika is a movie that talks about family. All right? And I think, according to America, he said the movie is spiritual and it is therapeutic. All right? So, from this movie, you can actually tell, a lot of problems, some intricate issues that actually happened in families. This is not the old Emeka playing lover boy. I'm sure this is a man right now who have seen it all, even got to the point of losing his first marriage and all that. I know he's in a better position right now to advise the younger people on how to go about marriage and all of that. Okay? Now, everybody's going. Now, Emeka is making a comeback. He stays in Germany, comes back he has a house in Nigeria. Emeka said, I'm quoting him, that the woman made away with his property, over 80% of his property, even his land and his documents were all taken away, and all that. For that woman, that's a way of paying herself, having been in the marriage or whatever. I am not saying that Emeka is completely a saint. All right? But from what Emeka is saying, Emeka is insinuating that this woman is being controlled, doctored by some people. He said several times gunmen came to his house on 3 occasions. He said the report is with police in Magu police station. The report he made is in police station. These things are verifiable. Is he telling the truth? Okay, go to that place and know if he has made a report like this before. And what did the police have to say about this? Where are all the investigative journalists and everything? Most of the things he's saying here are things you can easily verify. And now this woman is coming with a woman face and the son, this and this and all that. And I couldn't make anything out of what he's saying. Now, what I played for you before, all right, is Emeka shouting at the boy over the phone. I want you to understand that this is Emeka speaking over the phone right now. The boy probably called him, all right, saying certain things because this boy came out boldly and said, I hate my father. And even went to the mother and said, I hate my father. All right? For whatever reason, okay? But Emeka didn't stop. Wherever this boy got to right now, education-wise and everything, Emeka trained him. Because Emeka said the whole incident did not just sap him emotionally, it sapped him even financially. He was stressed, but he had to pull out his family out of depression, his children out of depression. He had to suspend his stardom in order to fend for these children. Right now, the woman felt that the child is grown up. This is the time for me to fight back. I've got to use the face of my son to actually get back to this man. Emeka is right now married. I don't know if the woman is married. Emeka has moved on. He's right now married. He's living in Germany. The family have 2 children since then, and they are all living in Germany right now. And periodically he goes to Germany, he comes back because he shuttles between Nigeria and Germany. Now, after a long while, he's making an appearance on a movie called Malaika. Nigerians are happy to see his face again, his face all over again. And now this is the time for the woman and the son to now start blackmailing him because they felt now he's getting back. This is a time after taking everything, going by what Emeka said, after rendering this guy to zero. If not that he's the kind of person he is, when he's in touch with people, he's a man of the people, he knows how to connect, he knows how to link up. And he said he walked his way up. He built his way up. All right? He did not jump up. So he was able to trace his step back up there. All right? And thank God he said whatever is going to make him poor anymore does not exist. All right? So, but that situation sapped him. Now you think he's bouncing back again. He's coming back after how many years back to the screen. And you guys felt this is the time to actually blackmail him. What do you want to get out of the man again? So, it is obvious that Emeka is not the one dragging the wife. Please get this. It is the wife using the son right now to drag Emeka. Emeka has moved on with his life in Germany, with his family, has 2 kids. For God's sake, he doesn't need all this drama around him now. But they are forcing him to grant interviews, to say certain things. What you see Emeka, the interviews you see Emeka granting is reactive of what the son is already doing, being used by his mother. How could he come out and say, even referring, okay, forget about, he could refer to his father as a guy. I don't care. But I know he's been brainwashed by his mother. And very soon he will he will regret it. And that's the truth. Because if I have an advice for him, what I would say to him, don't take sides in this matter. Don't stand with your mother, neither with your father. Paid a great sacrifice, made a great sacrifice for you guys to come out of school, and none of them have been able to refute it. The woman left the 4 children for Emeka Ike. He began to and went on whatever spree she went for, and Emeka had to work his ass off to get these children to school, to take their grades up, to make sure. And right now that he's supposed to be resting, and he felt okay. If Emeka wants to fight, he's not going to get back to the movie, to the screen. He's somebody who doesn't want that attention. So now they felt it's coming back to the screen, and they felt it's time to fight him right now. So whatever interview you see him making, I believe those interviews are reactionary. They are reactions to what this woman is doing at the background, which a lot of people don't see. Now, everybody is saying, why will he shout that way? If it is me, I might even shout more. Because do you know what it feels for a child you walked your ass off, you raised up, everything to be used against you, to blackmail you, not only on social media, doing all kinds of things. Now, if it is just the woman, it won't get to him. But now a son, his blood. And people will now begin to believe him. Even the son said he hates the father. Even the son, do you understand what I'm saying? These are the kind of things that will get you to a point where you begin to ask who is using who is dragging who, and all that. For me, from my own perspective, I believe that Emeka doesn't want this drama. Somebody is bringing this drama back. And if you look at both of them, I think Emeka is more comfortable right now, having married in Germany, and he's making his way back to the screen. He doesn't need all this attention right now. Okay, he suspended his stardom, made a sacrifice to get his children out of depression. And now that he's about to have some rest or everything, you guys are coming to grant an interview and saying this is the first interview. Why didn't you grant the interview that time? There were comments coming from him within this period. Coming from her, I mean the woman. All right? There were a lot of insinuation. There were a lot of things that were implied during this period. So what am I saying? What I will urge Nigerians to do is look at the character of the individual. A woman who is saying, he stopped me from working. He stopped me from being a model. He stopped me from being an actress. And he told me that he wants to marry me. And he went on to marry her. Trained you to university level. And also, even to your masters. And made you a signatory to his account. His business account. And then all you could do was to close down his school when he was on his way out of the country, and you planned it because maybe somebody's trying to talk to you. Somebody's using you. From the narratives of Emeka. Is it a woman who is coming out to say he did this, he did that? Or who do you believe in all this narrative? Trying to make it look as bad as though, look as if it is wrong for Emeka to say, I want to marry. Please, I don't want you to go through acting and all that. Because I don't want us to get all the attentions of the tabloid and all that. And it's not healthy for our marriage. And he went on to marry you. And now you're coming out to say he stopped you. And she calls that financial abuse. Meanwhile, you were signatory to his account. Severally, this woman has been saying on printed things over the time. And the brother came to say that this woman had a couple of times beaten up Emeka's mother in his house. Emeka's brother saying this. All right? Now, he was trying to make believe that Emeka is a wife beater, this and this and that. How many men will stand that? How many men will stand that? Okay, I am not concluding, but I want us to not wade too much into this. I don't even see this being an issue anymore because Emeka has moved on. Please tell this woman to rest her case because she's the one dragging now, not Emeka. And stop using the son. Son, what do you want from your father? Just ask him. If it's something he can do, he will do for you. If you are angry that your father is with another woman, married, happy, and you feel that the way to get back to your father is to align with your mother and get back to your father who is already, then I'm sorry for you. I am sorry. Michael, really, I'm sorry. The good thing, the best thing for you to do right now is to stay neutral. Get to know your father very well because you look much more like your father. When I look at you, I see your father in you. I see your father in you. Okay? He doesn't want you to go through music industry or what he wants because there is something he has. There's an image he has for you. And you're making it look as if he's not going to force you. All right? So all I'm trying to say is by the time every one of us begin to abuse Emeka and said this, some of us begin to abuse Emeka and say all this thing, How many of you will not shout at your child when the child is emotionally blackmailing you, when you know quite very well that he's being used, and maybe in some occasions, and who even recorded the voice? The culprit is the one who recorded the voice, because that one who recorded the voice is actually taking advantage of the other one so that they can use it. So Emeka have not recorded any voice. Somebody who recorded the voice is the person who is dragging the other person. This is my simple analysis. If I don't have an intention, for you to record a voice of discussion means there's an intent. There's an intention somewhere. Okay? So now you know who is dragging who. I rest my case. This is Didi. Please, if you know more things about this matter, you can state it in the comment. All right? What I want to say is that please, let's weigh into this matter wisely. And I want to advise all the parties. Emeka has moved on. The woman in question, Michael, every one of you, please move on with your life. Your father is happily married. And if he doesn't have peace of mind, I believe he will not take the job, what he did in Malika. So he decided to come back, and now it's time for you. Just let it be. It's move on. You're almost a grown man. Carve out your own niche yourself. If you think you know better than your father, you can do better than your father, please move on with your life and carve out a different life for yourself. And do it better than your father so that every one of us can see. Stop. Wait, I'm getting to hear the name Michael because of Emeka. All right? So, carve out your own niche in the movie industry or in the music industry. All right? And all that. Carve out your own niche. And let's celebrate you the way your father was celebrated. Okay? So, and stop hiding or stop using this as a way to announce your name. Because a lot of things, who knows what you guys want to gain out of this? Don't take side, my boy. Don't take side. What you should do is to stand neutral. Okay? And carve out your own niche. All right? Make sure you are in good terms with your father. You need your father's blessing, whether you like it or not, or whether you believe it or not. And don't let your mother brainwash you over your father. Please put your comments down, subscribe, and God bless you. I hope I'm able to do justice to this. Please, if there are other issues that we need to update you on this matter, we are also going to do that. I want to warn some of our people online who are saying all kinds of things. Be very wise and be very guided where you're making utterance. Okay, all these things about women. The man is also suffering. There has to be balance. There has to be a balance. If a woman is emotionally blackmailing a man, and all you see was because the man got angry and shouted, and that is what you want to speak, the society should be guided. The order of a family that has worked for over years is that the man is at the head and the woman is submissive. But since this generation has decided to go against it and all that, let's be guided. Okay? EI have moved on with his life. Please let him be and stop dragging him all over the place. God bless you. And this is Didi's React signing out. Please give me a subscription and a thumbs up for further of this. God bless you.